Bayliss rocketed off the line and hung on to his advantage, while Reynolds was struggling to stay on the track. At the front, Emmett was looking strong and trying his hardest to get past Bayliss, who seemed to be struggling with this pace. Hodgson was having problems which let Mackenzie past, and eventually had the GSE Ducati's first mechanical failure of the year. Sean Emmett took the win ahead of Walker, Hayden and Mackenzie, who delighted the crowd with what was his best finish of the season to date.
Round 16 then, 23 laps, and away they go. Oh, a little hot from Walker, a lot of smoke from Bayliss, and Hodgson away like a greyhound. Bayliss nearly set his rear tyre alight, but it's his teammate Neil Hodgson, 25 leads. Reynolds, no mistakes this time from the Nottingham rider. Reynolds, he's in second. Fellow Nottingham man Chris Walker, they're very local, they live close to each other. He's in third. Mackenzie, a cracking start from the second row. He's up to fourth. Marty Craggill, number 33, Hayden's teammate, a much better start. So we could see role reversal this time because the Suzuki boys are running a bit further down. It's Craggill in fifth, it's Reynolds in second, it's Walker in third. There's the race leader, Neil Hodgson. Mackenzie, though, storming away. Hayden's in his wheel tracks now, having gone past Craggill, so he quickly dispatched his teammate. Hayden means business. Walker means business. So does Hodgson, desperate to recover from that mechanical problem, which is so uncharacteristic of the Ducatis. They have been unbelievably reliable. Both of the Ducatis, the GSE team and the Team Reve Racing Ducatis, have been fantastically strong in this championship, and that's why we've had such close action all the way through. Down into Dufferstead, Hodgson leads, Reynolds in second, the Kawasaki of Chris Walker in third, easing away now from Mackenzie. Down towards McIntyre's, the right hand. Oh, somebody was on the deck. It's Hayden. Hayden's on the deck. Hayden, oh, another crash for the man. Oh, and Troy Bayliss venting his anger on the Suzuki of James Hayden. The Australian, the championship leader, Roger, out of the action.
Absolutely, it was frustrating for him. He wheel spun off the line, he lit the back tyre up, must have been frustrated running down in 7th place. Him and Hayden have obviously had to come in to go, oh my goodness me, and Bayliss has let the bike go, obviously totally disgusted.
That's the adrenaline charging through the Australian system. It's got to go somewhere, and he's just outraged, frustrated, angry, because he can see his championship lead evaporating, and what's more, his teammate, and there's always rivalry in the teams, riding with Mackenzie, and Bayliss' teammate out in front. Mackenzie then, right behind Reynolds, not any longer going past John Reynolds. A precocious move by Mackenzie, and he is really riding well here at Knockhill. He knows the circuit inside out. The Yamaha's quicker than the Ducati there for a minute. Is Reynolds going to go the long way around at the hairpin? Can he outdo it? As Walker skates through on the Kawasaki on the brakes, locked up the rear wheel, moving all over the circuit. Chris Walker then has nailed John Reynolds. He means business too.
I can't believe the move that Chris Walker just made. It was absolutely sensational. He had that Kawasaki in totally opposite lock there, coming into the slowest corner on the track, the hairpin. How he managed to sweep through there and miss Reynolds, I don't know. But it's Neil Hodgson out in front, Mackenzie giving chase to him. Let me just explain that these bikes are super bikes. You can buy a road-going version of all of these bikes, such as the Formula of British Superbike Racing, and that's the yellow flag followed by the oil flag, so keep your eyes on the track now because something's happened. There is a rider off somewhere, but this is on board with Mackenzie looking at Hodgson. I was saying that you can buy these bikes in the showroom, and this is what the oil flag was all about, and that's Davey Wood, and he's really got that thing. My goodness, the suspension then compressed, it flung him over the high side, and that's out of Clark Curve going onto the straight. Very fortunate indeed that the bike really didn't hurt him.
Two minor miracles occurred there. The first miracle was that the bike missed Davey Wood, and the second miracle was that Paul Young missed the pair of them. The Australian got through, but this is the battle at the front. Chris Walker going past Neil Mackenzie now, very much meaning business. It'll be interesting to see because there's a message coming to the commentary board that Chris Walker has been given a 10-second time penalty for a jump start, and that was interesting because certainly the Kawasaki hopped forward, then out of the gate Hodgson went with an equal amount of alacrity and took the lead. If he's penalised, if Chris Walker is penalised, he may not know. In fact, I'd go so far as to say he will not know, and he's going to ride his socks off for the win, and it might all be in vain. Privateer battle, number 6, Dave Hill. First race winner, Phil Giles, number 21, and he is riding oh so well. He's now in with a chance, possibly, of retaining this title, being mindful of the fact that 9 race wins so far taken by Paul Young just may not be increased due to the Australian's injury. Mackenzie throwing the Yamaha, right, left round here, slotted into 3rd place, Reynolds in 4th, apparently Roger not able to do too much at this stage.
Well, Reynolds may be running a harder compound rear tyre that'll come in towards the end of the race, but if Chris Walker has got that 10-second time penalty, then he didn't gain an unfair advantage, and I really feel that a bit unfair to Chris Walker. There's Mackenzie's got the back end sliding there, so Mackenzie really trying hard. You can see what happens when you lose grip, you lose drive and you lose traction, and that's allowed John Reynolds to pass Neil Mackenzie.
It's so important to come out of the hairpin strongly because it's an uphill drag over the top of the hill. As at 150 miles an hour, as we've already said, the speed they attain there, and Reynolds on the lighter Ducati, a nice flowing machine. It's narrow, it's compact, it lends itself beautifully to the lines around here, and it's a tight circuit, the shortest circuit on the national scene by 0.07 of a mile, and it just pits Mallory Park to that honour. And incidentally, we are at Mallory Park for the next round of this championship, and it is going to be a ding-dong battle, being mindful of the fact that championship leader Troy Bayliss is at the moment eating some dirt in his motorhome. He won't be happy with that, and he's watching, I'm sure, just what's happening to his title lead. And John Reynolds, I think the man threatening at the moment, and Chris Walker, of course, still very much in touch. Neil Hodgson, though, the race leader, just one victory so far, would like to make it victory number 2. And I have to say, the way the Lancastrian is riding at the moment, that is a distinct possibility. Tailenders then ahead of them, threading their way through. Nigel Nottingham's one of those men. Brett Sampson, number 77, he moves gracefully out of the way and lets the Chargers through. Number 14 is Nottingham, but race leader still, they're coming under pressure now from Chris Walker, Neil Hodgson, and is Walker going to use the back markers? I think he might just have made it through there. Yes, he has, fighting neck and neck. Chris Walker leads with a 10-second penalty confirmed. He's got a lot to do, Roger, to stay on the roster.
Well, look at Reynolds. Reynolds on bike number 4 has joined the party now. Chris Walker taken the lead there, the advantage. Neil Hodgson got it a bit loose through the top of the chicane. He lost drive, which allowed Chris Walker to gain that advantage, but I'm sure Hodgson's going to fight back, but now we've got Reynolds to contend with.
Number 4, John Reynolds then, the man now looking so strong in this championship and so smooth. A 4th place in the World Superbike round at Brands Hatch. John Reynolds, he gave the 120,000 strong crowd something to absolutely cheer about. Neil Hodgson, he gave himself a bit of a fright there, just got on the curb, the back wheel of the Ducati twitched and snaked, and that has given Reynolds an even greater opportunity to ease away. And can number 4 John Reynolds now close down the race leader on the track, but not, I have to say, on time, because we know when that 10-second penalty is imposed, it could be a very different story for Chris Walker indeed. He has to make sure, though, well, they won't know at this stage, but he would need to make sure that he's 10 seconds ahead of 4th place man, who at this moment in time is Sean Emmett, in order to get on the rostrum. As Walker and Reynolds come over the hill, I have to say I did not see Neil Hodgson chasing them. No, he's gone. Hodgson is missing, so that will promote Emmett to 3rd place, or indeed Mackenzie is running strongly still there. So where has Neil Hodgson gone? They're on their last lap now, a little over half a mile remaining around this Knockhill circuit. Walker's going to get the win on the track. Reynolds it is in 2nd place, who in actual fact will lift. And there is Hodgson. Question answered. Yet another mechanical breakdown for the GSE team. That is very bad luck, and what a dreadful day, Roger, they've had at Knockhill.
A dreadful day for Neil Hodgson and Troy Bayliss. They'll both be very disappointed.
One man who'll be very pleased, though, is John Reynolds, number 4, and he's not going to be content with 2nd as they go into the hairpin for the last time. Walker now, Will Ducati, gained on the sprint up the hill. He's in the wheel tracks. He's going to pull a pot to wheelie. That would have lost him just a little bit of time. Walker's going to take the checkered flag. Reynolds, though, crests the top, and Reynolds will be the winner. Walker thinks he's won it. He does not know at this stage he's got that penalty. Chris Walker thinks he's taken the win. Poor Chris Walker. John Reynolds, as expected, gets the verdict. Chris Walker, though, just scraped in on the rostrum ahead of Emmett, and Mackenzie has to be thrilled with 2nd place. 5th for Phil Giles, a double privateer win for the reigning champion.